Welcome back to Eden Park, where Phil Jakes and Matthew Hayden have made their way out to the middle, and everyone's pretty keen. They're out there nice and early. Umpires Alim Dar and Tony Hill are in control today, and the scene is set. It's a picture here for Game 2 of the Chappell Hadlee Trophy. New Zealand 1-0 up after a 10-wicket win at Wellington just the other night. 24 hours Australia have had to do something about it. Michael Hussey has lost the toss. New Zealand will be bowling first, but you sense that there is a great determination about this side. It may look a bit makeshift in places, but there's enough in there to say they are classy enough to turn this around if they get it right at the top of the order. That's Hayden and Jakes out there, Haddon, Hodge and Hussey, and they've made one change with Sean Tate in, and he replaces, of course, the injured Brett Lee in the squad here. Vincent Fleming, Taylor, Styris, and yes, Peter Fulton in for the injured Jacob Oram. So bowling emphasis goes on McMillan and Styris as well. And Daryl Tuffy gets another chance with James Franklin as the 12th man. Okay, upstairs waiting for us in the commentary box. They're all set to go as well, Martin Crowe and Grant Nisbet.
Thank you, Smithy. Morning, everyone. Beautiful day at Eden Park. Peter Fulton back in the New Zealand team in place of Jacob Oram. And getting ready for the first delivery of the match. Daryl Tuffy has the ball, and Matthew Hayden will take strike. Really struggled in the first game a couple of days ago, but has the record on the board. So he settles over his bat, and we're ready to go. And that's a rough start by Daryl Tuffy. He's gone wide down the leg side, and the batsmen come back. Morning, Martin.
Morning, Nisbo. Morning, everyone. Daryl Tuffy didn't quite get the outswinger going in the first match, and that's why he was brought back into the side. Well, he's got the outswinger straight away today, but he hasn't got a right-hander to bowl to yet. So he probably did make the adjustment in the last couple of days. Now he's got to make another one to the left-handers.
That's nicely played, and that's away to the boundary. It's a fairly short boundary out there, and Matthew Hayden has just helped it on its way, and the first boundary of the game. Oh, no foot movement at all. As you say, Martin, playing with the hands, followed it across.
Well, he won't be used to maybe this sort of movement in Australia, but you see how that goes so late. It sort of hovers halfway down, and then it decides I'm getting out of here in terms of the swing. It just whips past Jakes. He's got no chance of even getting close to it. But I'm still waiting for Stephen Fleming to put in that third slip. I feel that this is the time while Bond is fresh and bowling at a good clip. His last delivery was 144.
He went for the Yorker, just slightly misdirected. Very good first up over, though. It's a maiden from Shane Bond, 9 without loss.
And a good cheer too from a good crowd here, and it's going to build. I can see it very hot. Terraces filling up nicely, but what a good over, and that made up for Tuffy's nerves in the first over. It's a good combination, Tuffy and Bond. They're two different bowlers, complement each other well.
Gone straight through. Hayden decided to charge, and it's gone, I think, through the hands of Craig McMillan.
And note where Craig McMillan is fielding. He is almost halfway in from the 30-metre circle. That is close. I mean, close to the batsman. I would have thought he might have, after Hayden had hit a 4 in the first over from Tuffy, maybe gone back a little bit, and if he had, he would have sucked in an easy catch. And the instance there, he's got a fingertip to it, and it's also gone away for 4. Hayden looking to take the initiative here.
Well, that's a lovely stroke. Beautiful shot from Matthew Hayden. He really has decided to go after Tuffy, and he's hit him for a couple of boundaries, taking risks, but getting reward.
Well, he's got this signature walk where he does it quite deliberately and in control, keeps the head still. and he gets down to the length of Tuffy. Tuffy's length is always pretty much the same. It can be a good and a bad thing, and in this case it's a bad thing because Hayden, in the opening deliveries of this third over of the match, has hit straight and hard.
Yes.
Nice shot, hitting it on the up. The outfield is quick, and it might even win the race, the ball. Oh, no, yes it has. Great effort by Ross Taylor, but he's actually helped it on its way in the finish. And a nice shot by Hayden, which I think shows us the outfield is going to be quick here today.
Beautiful stroke. He really did get into position early, but he delayed the swing of the bat through the ball until the right moment. Dangerous there. Look, that is dangerous. Look at that steal.
Edge, take it. It had to happen, and it has. Bond is struck. Jakes is gone.
Yes, it felt like just a matter of time. Jakes was happy to let it go, and perhaps for this one he should have done the same. It was always going to be a very testing spell for Phil Jakes. He tried to get a bit of bat on it just to change the nature of the game, really, but Fleming sucks in a good catch. That flew 144 k, so Bond picks up the first wicket. Jakes is gone for 3. Australia 26 for 1.
Well, he's got one through the slips. Not sure that it would have carried on. I feel he might have jammed that into the ground in the first place. And that's the end of a Bond over. Successful 1-2, 27 for 1.
And another fine over. That was a beauty. And they just kept on coming. Beautiful line and length, movement, pace, and in the end, Jakes had no answer to a great bit of bowling. Bounce and pace. Fleming pulls it in head high.
Stephen Fleming is not going to drop those.
Mark Gillespie, who's been a real comer in this series so far. It's straightish, but Alim Dar takes into account here that Hayden is a long way down walking at the bowler.
And already a different trajectory from Daryl Tuffy. That one, yeah, it's marginal. The umpires as well. I think he pitched outside, and you're right. Hayden's a long way down here. Hit him low though, just halfway up the front pad. Oh, if you're bowling, you're definitely asking. Unfortunately, Alim's not giving.
Great shot from Haddon. That is really good over the top of extra cover. Australia needed that. So yes, Gillespie is a bit of a target too. It's 37 for 1.
And that is Shane Bond's worst delivery by several suburbs.
Oh, that's swatted away over wide mid-on for 4. He's really decided, Brad Haddon, that they're going to use this power play, and Gillespie has to be his man.
And look, once again, there's not a lot wrong with delivery. It's just back of a length there and off the middle, and it's just a very good shot. Haddon's probably premeditated. If I get a bit of length to work with, it'll go. There's not a lot of width on that. Just back of a length. It's a pretty good shot.
Yeah, they've got just an issue or two at the moment, the New Zealanders. Well, they thought that. I'll just finish my point. I can't imagine back in my early playing days saying to Dennis Lilly or Jeff Thompson, Jeff Lawson or Lenny Pascoe, hurry up and get on with it, you bleep bleep. 4 more. That's bleep bleep to the boundary.
Yeah, it's nothing like talking with your bat or your ball. Although you and I, we debuted together. I don't think we said a lot, did we? I think we were pretty quiet.
Oh, we're so nervous, I think. Mind you, I only made 7, so I wasn't out there for long to have a chat to anyone.
Yeah, well, I had Dennis and Lenny Pascoe in front of me. They were doing all the talking. I had to mind my own business. Got into it a bit later on when you got a few games under your belt.
Crunch, out, So Gillespie, he won't have the chance to say goodbye to Matthew Hayden, but he'll be able to read about it in the paper tomorrow morning. And Vittori's taken a pretty useful low catch.
And Gillespie gets the final say. There was plenty of talk out there on the park. Hayden loves to chat back, but Hayden falls to a shot that perhaps he may not have played if he wasn't playing the man. Mark Gillespie can feel very pleased with his job in dismissing Matthew Hayden for 24. Australia now 52 for 2.
Good reply. Don't take much notice of that 121 kilometres on the speedball radar, because I don't think that was correct. That really did fly through.
And it's good to see from Gillespie. He's just had a batsman run down the wicket. I mean, he hasn't backed off. He's come back. He's probably bowled a quicker ball, I believe. An effort ball. And look at that carry through to McCullum.
Oh, no chance. No chance of catching that, Mark Gillespie. There were shouts of catch it, but Hayden has timed this perfectly.
Right, how's he going to bounce back from this? Because this nearly took his head off. Absolutely crunched. Gillespie not interested in the caught and bowled opportunity. He just wanted to get out of the way.
Oh, super shot. Michael Hussey just short of a length. Not a bad delivery from Daryl Tuffy. And Hussey now feels he's been in long enough to trust the bounce. Use that pull shot to good effect.
Yeah, nice stroke. Just set up there for him.
That's a cracking shot again. Brad Haddon just advancing, giving himself a little bit of room way through the extra cover region. Hussey advances, he goes over the top. There'll be 4 more.
Hussey aware of the few overs left to them now on the power play situation. Only 2 down, so playing with relative freedom. I think after 20, for the sake of a few runs, they'd be prepared to perhaps lose up to 3 wickets. So they got 1 in hand, not knowing their game plan intimately, but positive play by Hussey.
Hussey advances again. He's got that. He's got plenty of it. That is all the way.
What a good stroke. What a really good blow. Shuffled down the wicket. And that's been his method for attack. Hit it right in the middle. Hit it probably higher than he might have wanted, but he definitely had the trajectory to get it all the way. It's not a huge boundary here at Eden Park.
That's a big hit. That's beautifully struck. And that is up on the terraces.
Someone came a cropper up there trying to catch this. I hope they're okay. Scott Styrus's pride is a wee bit dented too. That's just a stand and deliver shot, and it's beautifully placed. And someone went up and down, clunk on the terraces there. Sweet hit, very sweet hit. There's plenty of pressure to stop the ones.
He's gone with a big hit, and it's a very big hit. Another 6.
Well, he didn't have one back at long on. We were just sort of surveying that, and the ball is not turning a heck of a lot. So the next move will be from Vittori and Fleming. Will they start just padding the boundaries a wee bit? As Haddon just half a step down and got it. He got the bat under the ball.
And that's a good single just to settle things down. It was noticeable after he hit the 6. Hussey went down and had a word.
Well, he's probably said, you know, look, we've got this here. We've got these guys. We're in control of the situation. Only way they're going to get back in is to get one of us out.
Catch! Yeah!
Got him. Caught and bowled. He's poked it back. Vittori's accepted it. And that is the end of Brad Haddon.
49 he was on too. He deserved a half century, but he's just been undone with the drift again here. He wasn't that happy to go initially. He's gone, but he just wondered whether it got back to Daniel Vettori. He had a pretty good view of it, Brad Haddon, and he did stay. He wondered how well he timed it. No problem. Clean as a whistle. Disappointment, I suppose, too, for Haddon. He'd done the hard yards, but the yards he makes now are back. It's 122 for 3.
Try and bowl a few dot balls with the new batsman in, but it hasn't been the case this time. Oh, what a good stroke. That is a mighty blow. He just picked it up at the top of the bounce. Didn't worry about the field setting at all, sent it all the way into the stand.
That's timed to perfection from Michael Hussey. Short of a length, outside off stump. Not a long boundary. One thing for sure, Martin, you look at the last 5 overs, going at 6, almost 6.5 and over now. And when a new batsman comes to the crease and you can still tick it over at 6 and over, it's a good effort. Brad Hodge, Mike Hussey, these two get going and keep going. See some fireworks and what a large total for New Zealand to chase.
Yes, Pigo, good mate.
The problem has come, as Ian Smith rightly pointed out, it's come from Styrus, because Vittoria's going for just 4 runs per over, but Styrus is 7.5, and that was the case also in Wellington. So they need Scotty Styrus to just get into some form. He hasn't bowled a lot. Adding up at 4 now for New Zealand as well. Good stroke from Hodge. Great touch, and that'll go all the way.
Yes.
And that's gone all the way. That's beautiful timing. He's timed this well, and he's placed it even better. Picking a spot, and Hussey brings up a 50. As the Australian skipper, that is an excellent performance given what happened the other night. Hussey has responded superbly. 51 in 52 balls, 160 for 3. Again down the track, and again he's found the gap. Going after Gillespie, very first ball of a new spell, and it's always a good time to do it, because it completely throws the bowler going into this new spell off his stride. And of course he's been off his stride anyway, trying to run in, pulling up. Finally it gets to release one, and it's smashed to the boundary. Well, he's hammered that, and you just cannot bowl short here at Eden Park. I've seen that time and time again. Unless you're bowling around 145, you're going to get murdered, and Hussey has done it again.
Yeah, well, what that first 2 balls did was brought about a change in the field as well. And we saw the mid-on, who was in the circle, push back to long on, and it left everybody on the leg side on the boundary. Stephen Fleming's actually moving out to that mid-wicket area now. But in turn, Gillespie dropped it short because Hussey was coming down the wicket. He just rocked back and pulled it away.
It's gone again. It's poor bowling to a man who's already indicated time and again that he has got this pull shot under control. This was more of a hook. He hit it fine, but that was the direction the ball needed to be struck. Very short, and just helped on its way.
Thank you, Martin. Well, Australia really in a good situation here, and they've worked themselves into it with good, intelligent batting. Pretty much like that. 6 more.
I was intelligent to attack the part-timers and the medium slow bowlers. Let's have a look. Is this caught here? Oh, that's a good stand. Unfortunately for New Zealand, it was 24 rows back.
They've certainly picked their bowlers to attack as well, these Australian players. You expect it from a man with a cricketing brain like Mike Hussey. That was a good blow down the ground. They find themselves 195 for 3, 36.2 overs, and New Zealand have a bowler who's bowled 7 overs for just 10. And that's solid as well, and it's straight in the gap, and it's 6 more, a flat 6.
Rueful Craig McMillan, where can I bowl the next one? And he hasn't got too many options. He keeps hitting the pitch on a length. And this goes fairly flat as opposed to the Hussey 6. Yeah, 7 overs for 59 there. Tuffy's bowled 8 overs for 56. So that's 15 between those. He's going to find another 5 somewhere. I suppose Daryl Tuffy's picked as the bowler. You've probably got to go back to him. But the Australians obviously targeting those slower medium paces.
Oh, that's a great shot. A really good square cut. Bad ball from Bond, and you heard him afterwards. But you've still got to put him away.
Well, Shane Bond's only bowled 2 bad balls. He bowled a full ball on Hayden's pads that got hit for 4 in the same direction, and that was the first time he's really gone wide and short. In the slot for Hodge. Well put away considering. He wouldn't have been expecting one there.
With shots of that quality.
Well, Shane Bond takes some pace off this. This is about 120k. But wide and in the slot. And Brad Hodge really winds up at this. Hits that as hard as he can through the covers. Well, Dan Vittori's back. 7 overs, 1 for 31 so far. Let's see what he can do, because he'll be under the pump here with Hodge and Hussey looking for some big overs.
Reverse sweep and reverse sweeps brilliantly. You're seeing this shot more and more in the game. It's just good improvisation and so hard to protect. Yes. Side the way through the offside. This is running away to the boundary again. It's 4 more. Didn't look like he timed it well enough, but he had, and that's the 100-run partnership.
Well, Brad Hodge just placed that beautifully behind point, and once again he picked up the shorter boundaries.
.50 for Hodge, really well played. He's come in and he's struck it well from ball 1. He supported his captain outstandingly. Another good over for Australia. It's 225 for 3.
The man on the circle is back on that fielding circle, so there is a single just with Hodge just defending it really. So Steve Fleming's trying to stop the boundaries there. He's not too fussed about giving away those ones. And all the men now right back on the edge of the circle, as deep as they can get. One man on the leg side controlling the edge of the circle. Everyone else back.
Oh, swing it away. Pick it out of the stands. That's the longest boundary. He's cleared it comfortably.
Lou Vincent suffering from second over syndrome. Didn't quite get the Yorker right here. Hit the deck again. We saw that in his first over and got away with it, but Hussey's not going to let him get away with second over.
He's into the 90s now, Hussey. 91. 78 balls. Oh, how well's this one hit? He's just stood there and admired it. This time it's the short boundary, but that's 6 in most places.
Another ball that hits the deck. No Yorker. And then it hits the second deck. It's caught in the second deck.
The experiment's gone awry. Oh, 6 more and 100. What a way to bring up 100 for Michael Hussey, the stand-in Australian captain. Outstanding batsman.
Well, 3 sixes from the last 4 deliveries he's faced to bring off that 100 in 81 deliveries. Mike Hussey certainly leading from the front here at Eden Park after the disappointments of Wellington. He's making Lou Vincent pay a very heavy price.
He's a fantastic player, this Hussey. He's such an intelligent cricketer. A ton of pride, a ton of passion for his side. He's skippering the team. Things haven't gone well for him when he's been captain. He's playing an absolute blinder here at Eden Park today.
Come on, Matt. Come on, boys. Catch it.
Straight up. Shouts and catches it. Can the men get off the ropes? I don't think they can they? What a catch! What a brilliant catch! Taylor, such a good set of hands in New Zealand.
Well, it's taken a phenomenal catch to end a phenomenal innings. Ross Taylor quite rightly gets the congratulations of his teammates. This hangs in the air for an eternity. Hussey gets the toe of the bat on it. Just counting Taylor's strides, 9, 10, 11, and catches it on the deck. We've seen the Shane Bond catch in Wellington and now the Ross Taylor catch here in Auckland. Mike Hussey finishes a terrific innings, 105, Australians 252 for 4. Brad Hodges joined by his Victorian teammate Cameron White. Because of this dismissal, the bat turns in Mike Hussey's hands and it goes high, high, high. Ross Taylor's on the boundary at long off and he catches that inside the circle, or right on the circle. 11 or 12 paces. He should just get this over the try line, I think. Outstanding hands. Great feet, so he could use his hands.
Yes, 2 more. Take 4 instead. Superb placement. 1 bounce 4. Placement again is superb. Dangerous times, and this 5th bowling option has been horrifically expensive for New Zealand today.
It's just bludgeoned. Cameron White didn't get it in the middle of the bat. Watch out if he does, because it will stay hit.
Oh, that's too high, and that is in the middle of the bat, and way up the top of the ASB stand. Now that's one of the bigger hits I've seen. It's not a huge boundary. It's a no ball 6. Couldn't be a worse result, that.
Just said that it would stay hit if he got it, and it did. Above waist full toss, and he's got a hold of it. Cameron White, it's gone into the top tier of the ASB stand. That is a long way.
Can't pull off the court and bowl this time round. He might even go for 4. He will. He thrust the hand out, looking momentarily, I think, for another brilliant one.
Yes, this was timed a little better than the one the other day, and it brings up the Australian 300. It's a full toss. Yeah, it's back past Bond before he really got his hand up in the air. And no chance for Daryl Tuffy either, who was out at long off.
Six off 3, and I would imagine both those blokes are pretty happy about this, particularly the one on the left. Selector, who would have been a mite grumpy the other night, Irvin Hughes. Hussey's brilliance. It's almost on a daily basis. Well, that's all right. That's pretty dangerous, actually. And Shane Bond has to apologise. Yeah, just does the right thing. 142 Ks at your bonds, not pretty.
As a batsman, you're looking down at the pitch, expecting the ball to bounce or be full. Takes you by surprise. It's pretty frightening.
No ball, of course. With the danger element. Ball is 2. Take 4. The crowd now a little subdued because they know that New Zealand, having come to Eden Park, pretty cock a hoop, have been battered around the place here. That would have been a wide as well.
Done well to get that away, Brad Hodge. Right at the end of the bat, still timed it well enough to get 4.
Oh, that sounded big. It sounded very big. Is it big enough? Yeah, just. Only just. Louis Vincent way back at deep mid-wicket. Showed signs there for a second or two of lining this one up. It sounded good. It's the longest boundary on the ground. And this is a very big over all of a sudden. 17 with 1 ball to come. And a 6 by about 2 metres. Gillespie, got to get that length exactly right. No, that's a half volley. Oh boy, that's huge. That's a monstrous hit straight down the ground.
When he hits him, they stay that way. Cameron White, this is big. Rank half volley. No, I'm still not sure he got it. Not perfectly, not right out of the middle. It was plenty big enough. And he knew it from the time he hit it.
Look at the crowd in the background. It's like watching a flying saucer. 93, Brad Hodge. 99 not out against New Zealand, his highest one-day international score when he needed to hit 4 off the last ball to win the match, to get the 100 as well. He got 2. And he might have to battle a bit here. They'll run 2. They'll get back, so he'll go to 95. 325 for 4. Five balls to go. Hodge 95. Beautifully bowled. Hodge 96.
Yeah, good bowling, Daryl Tuffy. First delivery was a good one. Got away with 2. Hodge this time just inside edge onto his boot. Disappointed, I'm sure. Desperately not want to find himself in the same situation at 96 or 97, 99 not out again. 100, his first one-day international 100, beckoning.
That'll go for 4. Just getting it wrong, Daryl Tuffy. The length was not too bad, but the line drifting down the pads. Fine leg up inside the circle. Cardinal sin. No protection.
A lot of reverse swing here. Cameron White doing the right thing too. Staying reasonably still. Just getting enough bat on it. That pace with the fine leg up. No chance.
330. 340 on the cards. Just the one, so Hodge gets a chance. Now, what are his options here? He could go across the stumps and hope for that in swing, that reverse swing to help him down the onside, or he could, as he's been prone to do, go outside off stump and try and hit it over backward point, where you can see those 2 fielders in the top of your screen. That's a possibility. He could get it fine of Brendan McCullum, a keeper on either side. He'll get 4. 96. 2 balls to go. Yes. Only the one. He's going to be stuck again by the look of it, Brad Hodge. Cast in the 90s, twice in a row.
There's not much he can do about it, is there? I thought his better option really was to try the lap, just to try something. Maybe, I think he knows that Daryl Tuffy's going to bowl a full ball. Just maybe try for the lap. Last ball, Cameron White on strike.
4 more. Again in the over, Tuffy goes leg side, and again Australia punish him. And they've answered the 148 Wellington in great style. Have almost got 200 more runs this time around. They were asked to bat, and boy have they done it superbly. Hodge, one of the real heroes, left on 97 not out to go with his 99 not out just a little while ago against New Zealand. The innings of the innings, though, that of Michael Hussey, 105 from 84 deliveries at a strike rate of 125. That's been the story, and some great support act from the likes of Haddon and White and Hayden to boot. It has been a terrific team performance by the Australians, and they will enjoy lunch. They have given themselves a golden opportunity to level this series. Stephen Fleming happy enough when he won the toss and asked Australia to bat, but after those 50 overs he'll be anything but, and he would have had to admire Michael Hussey's performance. 105 from just 84, a brilliant effort, backed up by Hodge, 97 from 86, White 42 from 19, Haddon 49 from 61. Outstanding stuff from the Australians, a brilliant team effort, 16 extras, which would have given this bowling side nightmares. None for 80, Tuffy. Bond 1 for 39, including his 9th over going for 17. Gillespie 1 for 57. Vittori 1 for 54. And the 5th bowling option in place of Oram today, between them Styris, McMillan and Vincent. 11 overs, 1 for 100. The overall situation then at the break leaves New Zealand needing 337 at 6.74. And if they get them or even get very close, you won't want to miss it.
So here now is the reply. Bracken bowling to Vincent. And he starts with a single, Lou Vincent. He has been in scintillating form of late. And New Zealand will need something from him again today. No question about that. Stephen Fleming as well, coming off 100 in the last match in Australia, then 70 2 days ago. So getting back to something like his best form as well. Well, that's confident too. That looks well timed. That'll be on its way. That is vintage Fleming, punching through mid-wicket. Lovely stroke.
You're right, this is vintage Fleming, and it's Fleming when he's in good form. When he's out of form, these hit the pad. When he's starting to get his balance right, his timing right, and he's had some time in the middle, he hits through that area very well and very efficiently. Very early days in this innings, but it's a good sign.
Well, he's got an edge, and he's gone. Stephen Fleming goes in just the 3rd over.
Nathan Bracken picks up the New Zealand captain once again by bowling that nagging line, that nagging, uncertain line just outside the line of off stump. Fleming, an involuntary little poke at the ball, a healthy edge, and he finds his way back to the pavilion. Disappointment for New Zealand in the run chase. Fleming out for 6, 9 for 1.
337 is the target. Long way off. Fleming gone. And Bracken to bowl over number 5. Well, they've just given away a run, Australia. So unnecessary. Mind you, New Zealand did it a couple of times as well.
You always want to encourage your fieldsmen to be aggressive in the field, but it used to annoy me this when there's nothing on. What is the point in throwing at the stumps when that can happen, or you put pressure on the man having to back up?
Well, that's 4. He really opened the shoulders. Again, it hit the inside edge. And it's gone fine on the leg side for 4. Oh, that's a big shot. That is a big shot. Australia hit 13 of them. Lou Vincent has hit New Zealand's first one.
We spoke in the build-up about how Vincent has been reactive in his batting. There's no real premeditation about that. He stood there, saw it was just short of a length, just short of only a good length. Wasn't really short. And he's just swung and picked it up instinctively, intuitively. Good shot by Lou Vincent.
Good shot. That's 4.
Well, he goes full, and Vincent gets it away. It's a thickish outside edge, but it'll bring him 4 runs. It's in the air this time. He'll be out. It's taken. He didn't get it well enough, Lou Vincent. Bracken picks up the wicket. And a big one for the Australians.
Phil Jakes is feeling right back on the edge of the circle, as deep as he can get, because he knows Lou Vincent will go hard at it. And look at this, he's just a couple of paces inside and going over the left shoulder. Phil Jakes spends a lot of his time at slip playing for New South Wales, not too much at mid-off. As Lou Vincent goes for 26, New Zealand now 47 for 2.
Well, takes into the action, I think, a little hint of an inside edge there.
Let's see if it's a bit of batter, just sliding down, just a little leg side issues, and Tate often gets that sort of movement. It's probably hit in line with legs, so it's missing leg stump. That's what Tony Hill thinks anyway. Always looks good to the bowler, those one. Hits a bit line with leg stump. How could that possibly miss?
Ball, it's put away. Full toss on leg stump. Ross Taylor doesn't miss it. And again, leg side. And Ross Taylor puts it away.
Once again, Mike Hussey's just fiddling with his field placements, and we know Bracken swings it into the right-handers. He's got the fine leg up and a very short boundary there behind square leg. So once again, just a clever piece of batting. Just pick up the line, go with the movement, and pick the quickest way to that fence.
And down fine again, this time off the outside edge. Too fine for third man. He's hammered that away through mid-wicket. It's gone fine. It's lucky. It's streaky from Ross Taylor, but it's gone for 4.
It's never boring when Sean Tate's bowling or Ross Taylor's batting. You put the two together. Let's see how much it misses the stump spy. Not a lot. It's a hard shot to defend, though. That. He's only laughing on the outside.
Oh, that's a good shot from Ross Taylor. Used the wicket, the hardness of the pitch. Bounced it up and over the field for 4.
We've seen a couple of remarkable strokes today. One was the Lou Vincent leading edge through point. This is just thumped into the ground. And it goes miles over the fieldsman's head.
Now, this is interesting for me. Watson's a new bowler. He may well have been someone that the Black Caps thought about targeting, because he's still coming back from injury himself, hasn't done a lot of bowling. They might have thought, here's a bloke we can pick on. So 3-dot balls to start with to Taylor. Likes to hit the boundaries. And gets it through. Releases. He releases the pressure that was building.
And he's got it through an offside that is stacked with fielders. Watson looking to bowl outside the off stump. He's got plenty of protection inside the circle, but Taylor threads it beautifully. Just like the way he looks down at the stroke and plays it very late into the ground. Sometimes, in fact, once already today, he's hit it so late the ball has bounced the field and gone for 4. His 8th today.
Well, that's very clever.
Good swat for 4. Styrus went in a controlled way down the pitch, waited to see what sort of length McGrath responded with, and it just set up for him. So this is the last of the second power plays. Well run by Taylor, always looking for the 1s and 2s, which is exactly right. Pulling Styrus through there for a couple.
It's just to show at home what a curve in the worm can mean. 40 over mark for the Aussies is about where I'm trying to get it. It's not going too good. There. So between there and the 50 over mark, 111 runs. That is what that curve represents. Let's keep that in mind. It's in the air. He'll be out, I think. He should be out. Comfortably taken there, Styrus. And the skipper, Michael Hussey, is delighted. A dangerous player is on their way back to the pavilion. No timing.
I wondered whether it was slightly held back from Watson, but it didn't seem to be there. In fact, 137 k's, so it wasn't. It was just that Styrus got into a position where he was leaning back, and he got a bit early through the shot, and he just never controlled the stroke, and up she went. Hussey, the reliable Mr. Cricket, was under it comfortably, takes the catch. Styrus gone for 17, 113 for 3.
Well, that's going to go. That's going to go. It was a half tracker, and it got what it deserved, really.
You look in the dictionary under lob hop, you get a picture of that.
Goes after it. And gets it through. Glenn McGrath, perhaps not as agile as he used to be. And a boundary for Ross Taylor.
This is the modified sweep. Just 2 bounces. Ross Taylor electing to play with the horizontal bat rather than the vertical. I think that's not a bad plan.
Goes again. And this might go to the boundary once more on the other side of McGrath. So Taylor deciding to have a crack at Hogg.
This is aggressive. It's hit very well, and away it goes. Really good finish to the over. Fulton's got one away. 166 for 3. Yes, with the man heavily protecting the onside boundary. Only needs to get the ball through the gap, and he's done that.
I think New Zealand really have to take advantage, because I believe this is probably Cameron White's last go. Probably his last over. any half chance New Zealand get to put a ball away here, they have to do it. They have to try and take 10, 12, 14 off the over, because I think it might be his last turn at the bowling crease.
Oh, wide again, and he's found the gap again for more.
This is good from Ross Taylor. He's getting the balls to put away, but the crucial thing is that he is putting them away. Again, another full toss, wide full toss outside off.
He's just not bowling to his field here, White. And he's got him again. 3 in a row. Really good batting, really poor bowling right now.
Yeah, you're right, Mark. 60 runs in the next 10 overs. That leaves New Zealand, say, 240 with 10 to go, and leaving them 100 or just under 100 around abouts in the last 10 overs to win. But they really do need, as you said, I think, to be 4 down at the worst. So therefore this next 10 overs is very crucial. Taylor on 98.
Down the ground, calls for 2 as he beat the fieldsman. He has. What a good 100, Taylor. Punches in the air, puts his bat in the air as well. Salutes his teammates. He's got plenty of work to do, but you've got to enjoy this moment, Ross Taylor. You've come to the international scene. You've made your second one-day international 100. What a promising talent.
Oh, fantastic, Ross Taylor. He really is looking like a superb player, a player who's at home and the international scene. A good 100, but there's plenty of work to do. Well, there we are. Look at those last 2 lots for the Australians, the 31 to 40 and the 41 to 50. That was where they scored at 9 runs and over. Just over. And that's what New Zealand, they don't have to do that. They have to score at 7.5, 8 runs and over. But I think the next 10, as Mark Richardson and I have talked about, is very crucial. They can get 60, 65 in the next 10 overs. Can be done.
Picked off. Oh, this guy bowls quick. Just means you got to drop the bat on it. Use the angles, the short, the small angles here at Eden Park, and you pick up 4. Oh, that might have carried. That could have carried. It was tough. It was down around the bootlaces. He might have got a hand on it though, Tate. It was a leading edge from Taylor. Let's have a look at this. Oh, touch and go, but I think that's a chance. A tough one, but a chance.
Yeah, I think it just carried, but it's a long way down.
He's got the gap. He's got the gap, but it's a short boundary. And he's got 4, and he mutters and shakes his head on his way back to his mark.
Fulton on 33. Oh, good stroke. I was just thinking that this is the perfect time for Fulton to open those shoulders. He's played a terrific hand here, supporting Taylor in a wonderful partnership. Who's under it? Is it Hussey who's called for it? Oh, good catch. He looked so calm under that. He got an early call in. And a wonderful innings comes to an end. That is a truly talented player walking off Eden Park to a standing ovation.
Terrific innings from Ross Taylor, but he will feel just as the game was in the balance. He's been dismissed, but dismissed playing a big shot. That's what he had to do. Run rate up 9.2. Deserves a standing ovation. Standing innings. Slower ball. And a wide one too. Did well to reach it. And Hussey looks up into the sun, puts the hand up, shades the eyes. This is not an easy catch. But the skipper does what he has to do.
Very good bowling from Watson. And the captain completes the transaction they needed to get Taylor. They've done it. It's been a good period of pressure that's been applied through Watson and McGrath. So New Zealand have lost now their 4th wicket. 228. Taylor gone for 117. Deliberately placed down to 3rd man, and he'll get 4. That's what McMillan wanted. He needs to get more than a run of ball, really. And he's done so off his first delivery. He's picked up a nice 4, angled down, nice to control, played it nice and late. He gets under this. Is he out? Yes. No, he isn't. For some reason, I think it's Phil Jakes down there. And it just seemed to loop up, and he seemed to be comfortably getting underneath it. But there was, I think there was spin on the ball. McMillan seemed to get a top edge, and it just looped up. And in the end, Phil Jakes could not get there, and it went away for 4. Good start to the over, Phil McMillan. Not a great shot, though. Not a great attempt at a catch. Big hit, good stroke. Is it? Yes, it is. Macca uses that smasher back to great effect. It's gone to the longest part of Eden Park. And this is turning out to be a massive over, 12 off it so far.
That drop catch first ball is looking huge at this stage. I'm not sure if he got all of it. He got enough of it.
Oh, glorious. That is outstanding batting. He's just kept still. He's playing instinctively. He sees Tate go wide again, and you don't bowl there to McMillan when he's in this sort of mood.
Uses a lot of the pace, but gee, he gets his weight well forward on this. It may have come down to about 145. I think they left the bat a little quicker.
Hogg has 1 more over, and then Hussey can stick with the fast mediums. Good stroke, mighty hit. Fulton, you little beauty.
Well, Brad Hogg bowling it 2 straight. Although it was the wrong one. I don't think Peter Fulton was fussed whether it was a leggy, a wrong, a top, or a flipper. It was going. Once it pitched on that line, he was swinging at it.
He's on 49, and he's scoring at exactly 102. No, has he holed out? Has he holed out? Oh, yes, no! Caught, but thrown back. Cameron White. Now, what's the call? Did he go over the line first before the ball was thrown back in field? They've got to go upstairs, Billy Bowden.
Does he touch it there? There. That's... I think that's 6. He's touched the rope with a ball in his hand before he's let it go.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Both feet, I feel, touched the blue boundary there. There it is. Fulton 50. Brilliant innings. He's been criticised for being a bit slow at times, but he has got that strike rate up to 112, courtesy of 2 magnificent 6s. And he races past 50 now, and he's 55. New Zealand just 66 from 52 balls.
That's it. Not perfectly timed, but perfectly placed. That's in the gap too, and that'll be 4. Oh, that's clever. Mighty clever. Pure stuff from McMillan. He waited for it beautifully.
Oh, brilliant, McMillan, and so clever. It's a change of tactic. It's smart play because he knows that Bracken is hitting a pretty good line and length. McMillan had been hitting in front of the wicket. This time goes to the offside and cleverly flicks it away to leg. Clever McMillan.
299 for 4. 1 ball left in the 45th over.
Oh, that is brilliant too. That's superb batting. Man, the timing in that shot and the placement. Vintage McMillan. It wasn't that bad a piece of thinking from the bowler, but completely outthought. 303 for 4. He's hit it pretty well. He's hit it into a gap. He's hit it into the stand. It's a ripper. A beauty, and look at that. 50 to Craig McMillan. I'm back, boys, I'm back. What a hammer of an innings, and look at the look on Shane Watson's face. He knows he's powerless at the moment. Australia are powerless.
McMillan's pumped, and he's performed the role that he was brought into the side to do, and that's to add impetus to the final stages of a batting innings. Play the power game. Well, it's been the power game. The thinking was to go full outside off stump. The execution was there, but the batsman was up to it.
Hit it straight to McGrath. He didn't need to hit it. No ball is the call. No ball is the call. Well, the drama continues. We assume that's for Watson overstepping. He's not arguing the point. He's over all right. It's a fair call. He's about an inch over the line. And what do they say? Size matters, mate. Oh, he's done it again. McMillan's hit it to extra cover. This time there is no ball. What else is going to happen here? Australia believe again. McMillan can't believe it. Well, whatever happens, they're on their feet at Eden Park for Macca.
Yeah, great effort, McMillan. Along with some of his cohorts, he's given New Zealand a chance. He'll be disappointed he didn't put that one away. It was there. He gave them another chance at it. Similar shot to the no ball. This one wasn't, but he just couldn't pick the gap, and he hit it catching height. 52, a great innings in the context of this game. 313 for 5. 2 overs to go, 11 runs needed. Australia need to do something brilliant. New Zealanders just need to keep their nerve. What a victory this will be if they get there.
Fielders in circle still well back on the perimeter. Thinking New Zealand have to blast. And McCullum does do that. Fulton he'll come back for 2 here. He'll have to go. He'll really have to go. And it could be New Zealand's day, because that throw landed right where the drop-in pitch meets the playing surface and bounces straight over McGrath's head.
It was a pretty good throw from the deep. Just watch where this lands. Fulton was always short, and that's just unlucky. That is just plain unlucky.
Well, you think it's your day when that happens. Fulton was struggling, and that has just taken a turn way away from McGrath's chance. His grasp. Here he goes again.
Oh, he spanked that. That's huge. Oh, yes, sirree. That is beautiful. From a New Zealand point of view, that seals the deal. All but 3 from 10, and that was sweet.
McGrath perhaps angry with what happened with the run out, and the pitch decides to take it out on the batsman with a bouncer. Instead, this happens. Bang! In front of square, a long way in front of square, and a long way. And quite simply, that's won the game for New Zealand.
And still Michael Hussey has kept his field the same. New Zealand need 3 from 10. They can win it with 1 shot, but they can easily win it with 3 singles of 10 balls. And there's one of them. And they're going to get 2. Fulton will come back. The scores are tied. And New Zealand are going to cruise here. Unbelievably, they're going to create history at Eden Park and chase down a miracle.
They're going to chase down 336 with an over to go, plus some. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. And what's more, they're following up a 10-wicket win against this Australian side.
Now Hussey has them all in. The Black Horse is bolted, I think. She's all over. It could be over this ball. It is over this ball, and McCullum spanks it through mid-wicket. They're on their feet at Eden Park. That is something special, and there's Ross Taylor. Craig McMillan, high fives all around. Special heroes in that lot. Let's not forget Tumina Peter. He's had his best day out there for New Zealand.
If you're one of those out there that has stayed faithful to this Black Cap side throughout the summer, you've been paid back, and you've been paid back many-fold. What a victory. They probably couldn't think they could beat the last game on Friday night in Wellington. 10 wickets they won by. Here, they've made 337 to win it. They've all chipped in. It's been outstanding. It's been amazing. It's been unbelievable.
They created history to do it, New Zealand, 337 for 5, and they still had 8 deliveries left up their sleeve. A monumental target and a monumental achievement. Vincent 26 and Fleming 6. They were in early trouble at that point, but Taylor, who grows by the second, it seems, at this level of the game, was very cool and calm. He lost Styrus in the process. He found a great ally in Peter Fulton, and when Taylor went for 117, his second 100 at this level, McMillan took over and played the innings of a genius. Some beautiful touches and some power hitting, 52 from 30. And Brendan McCullum and Peter Fulton saw it home with McCullum's brilliance. Also very evident. Bracken 2 for 66, McGrath none for 50. Senior bowlers could do nothing to stem the flow. Tate none for 64. They have problems in their bowling department if Lee is not right, the Australians. Watson 10 overs, 3 for 58, but he was expensive too. And Hogg and White, the spinners, they had no chance, it seemed, on a pitch that gave them a little bit of help, but they just couldn't land it in the right spot often enough. Australia then 336 for 4, New Zealand 337 for 5. They've won this match in brilliant fashion by 5 wickets. In so doing, they have won the Chappell Hadlee Trophy.